The Dao De Jing, Dao De Jing, is a text from ancient China, attributed to a figure called Laozi. Chapter 55 opens with a comparison that can stop you cold. The person who holds virtue most completely resembles a newborn child, not a wise elder, not an accomplished master, an infant. The original in Mandarin. Han De Jai Hu by Yu Chai Zai. Fēng Che Hui She Bu Shi, Meng Shu Bu Ju, Che Niǎo Bu Bo, Ku Yu Jin Ru Air Wo Gu, Wai Zhai Pin Mu Zhai He Air Quan Zu, Jing Zhai Zhai I, Jiang Rai Hao Air Bu Sha, He Zhai Zhai I, Zhai He Yu Chong, Zhai Chong Yu Ming, He Shēng Yu Zhōng, Zin Shi Kai Yu qiáng, Wu Zhang Zai Lao, Wai Zhai Bu Dao Zhao Yi. In English, one who holds virtue in abundance is like a newborn child. Wasps, scorpions, snakes, and vipers do not sting it. Fierce animals do not seize it. Birds of prey do not strike it. Its bones are weak and its sinew soft, yet its grip is firm. It does not yet know the joining of female and male, yet its vital power is complete. This is the height of essence. It cries all day without its voice going hoarse. This is the height of harmony. To know harmony is called knowing the constant. To know the constant is called enlightenment. To force more life is called a bad omen. To make the mind drive the breath is called straining. When things reach their peak and stiffen, they age. This is called departing from the Tao. What departs from the Tao ends early. The word translated as virtue here is Da. Not morality in any Western sense, but potency, the concentrated life force that accumulates in a person who has stopped fighting against the nature of things. The text uses the newborn to show what maximum Da looks like. The infant is not trying to be strong. It has not yet learned to grip self-consciously. It has not divided itself between what it wants to project and what it actually is. And because of that wholeness, it has a quality that seems almost impossible. Its small hand closes with an iron grip. Its cry goes on for hours without wearing out its voice. Two words carry most of the weight here: jīng, essence, or vital power. The text says the infant's vital power is complete not because it exerts itself, but because it hasn't scattered itself yet. There is no leakage. A person who has accumulated Da is the same. Nothing is being spent on performance, on maintaining a self-image, on forcing outcomes. Harmony. The infant's voice doesn't go hoarse because its crying is not in conflict with itself. There is no part of the infant holding back, hedging, managing. It cries with everything it has, completely, and so it can cry all day. Then the chapter turns and names what goes wrong. To force more life is called a bad omen. This is the person who decides to push past what they naturally are. Not rest, not return, but push. The chapter calls this a sign that something is already going wrong, not evidence of vitality. To make the mind drive the breath is called straining. Kai, vital breath or energy, should move freely. When the mind takes over and starts managing it, ordering it, optimizing it, the system tightens. The grip becomes forced, the voice starts going hoarse. And then the simplest line in the chapter: when things reach their peak and stiffen, they age. This is the only physics the Dao De Jing ever really needs. Rigidity is a sign of dying. Softness, the soft bones of a child, the flexible stem of a young plant, is a sign of life. The oak cracks in the storm. The reed bends and survives. There is a kind of person who, in trying to be at their best, performs being at their best. They monitor their energy, manage their presence, decide what to project and when. Over time this becomes exhausting in a way they can't quite name, because the machinery is running constantly, even when they are resting. The chapter doesn't say to stop caring about what you do. It says something narrower: when the mind starts overseeing the breath, when conscious will takes over something that was already running on its own, something is lost. The infant's grip is firm because it hasn't learned to second-guess the grip. The text suggests this quality doesn't disappear as we age. It's what accumulates in a person who has stopped scattering themselves. Not self-improvement, the opposite of self-improvement. Some passages in this text are more useful as a mirror than as a map. What this one reflects is the cost of managing yourself too hard. What it doesn't offer is a method for stopping. That silence is deliberate. A method would be another form of the same problem. The newborn holds everything without holding anything back. The next chapter is 56.